Patriot Dave here, and we got Oksana and Efisia here. Morning, ladies.
Morning.
Oh,
So, where do you ladies want to start off at?
Well, I wanted to start about responsibility and taking responsibility. And this is the time when I feel like some people are really like, they feel helpless, right? And they need advice, especially when you just wake up. I know how it is. Because I've been in that position, and then you start running from one person to another, from one healer to another, trying to get information or get the healing from. But the very truth is, you have to stop, pick, a particular kind of focus of your attention goes into this or that. Back then, when I woke up, my focus of my attention was hypnosis, what people get in hypnosis, right? Regressive hypnosis, different topics, the techniques. It depends. It can be different for you. That was for me, but I was watching it nonstop because I felt like I needed to fill myself up with information. You need the basis of information because it's out there. A lot of times people come to me and then they start asking me about after a session, yeah, like, but what about my guides? What about my angels? But these things, you need to learn about them before you even come for a session because it's important to form your own opinion, if you resonate with it or not, that those are beings of the astral matrix. Beings of light, for instance, they control you mentally. If you see like somebody changed overnight and became aggressive or changed his opinion about things and the view of the world, it's definitely the being of light got attached. And those, so there are different beings do different things to people. And you have to understand that you have to take responsibility on yourself to learn how to self-heal, to learn how to um, use your filter, your intuition to filter information through. It doesn't, and I see a lot of people like ask me, and I'm not gonna do it anymore, to look at this person or that person, what you feel if he or she is doing the right job, telling the truth or whatever. But the thing is, you have to feel through and feel for yourself. Is this person right for you? Do you want to listen to information he or she presents? Or there's something there that brings you this feeling like, I'm not going to listen to? Always go by your feeling and trust yourself. Start trusting yourself. You're really going to need it in this transitional time because you're not going to have time to run from person to person and ask each person's opinion. They're all going to be different. Look at our souls. We all come from different experiences. We all have different lives in different universes, different galaxies. Experience dictates perception. Everybody has his own perception. You might disagree with this person on some points, agree on the other points, but look deeper inside. Is this person nice? Is this person kind? Is this person negative? And, I mean, it's all about that, right? I mean, because perception can change overnight also. Today you can view the world this way or this particular topic, but tomorrow you might change your opinion. But what never changes is your soul and the consciousness level you already got to. At some point, you pass by and you're beyond 3D concepts, 3D feelings of competition and, talking negatively about others nonstop or talking about this group of people, that group of people, this. You understand that you need to focus your attention on yourself and let others be because they're on their way. And that's their path, right? And they're developing at their own pace. Maybe it's not, maybe they're tripping too much and making too many mistakes, but that's their experience and they really need it. And it's dictated by their souls because ultimately if person doesn't have attachments, the soul leads you through experiences, and then you have to take it, analyze it, and draw conclusions, right? You have to get to a conclusion to learn from it. Because for me, every experience, at some point I understood on my own path that every experience brings me more understanding. So I grow in it. It doesn't matter what kind of experience. But in each experience, I also participate. There's my energy there. You can't just blame others for attacking you. No, it has to do with you also. It's a co-creation of people, right?
Yeah.
So either you weren't verbal enough or expressive enough, or maybe you didn't stand up for yourself in your truth at the right point, and that's why it happened, you know? So that's what I feel. People should stop, you should start building up their level of understanding informational field. You need an informational base to base your opinion on, and from that you can develop your own. You know, so
I think, yeah, that's very important.
yeah,
And it just one quick thing is, like an experience is not good or bad. And if we stop looking at it that way, it's going to make a big difference. It's an experience, just like you said. It's not good or bad. I mean, sometimes you do feel pleasure from some of the experiences, and sometimes you may feel the opposite. But if we can't look at those as good and bad. That's not a good idea.
Mhm.
It's just an experience. That's why we're here.
right. Yeah, we learn from everything, and that's why there's no point of criticizing anybody for doing this or that. He or she had to do that to learn something for himself or herself. Okay, just let it be. That person is progressing. Because if you're just scared of doing anything or expressing yourself, you'll never learn. It's a stagnation in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, if easier, and you wanted to, I don't know.
You
It's
know that absolutely agree. And what I would like to add is to the people when they listen some signs physically, sometimes can something can twitch in his eyes. This lady she gave me because I'm keeping learning every day from people, experience by experience. Sometimes we disagree with a friend, and sometimes we agree, but doesn't mean we have to dislike them. Obviously, in that kind of situation, you have to stick in what you trust, the gut, basically we call, and to exercise with your own patience to see the results after, because it's like the heart is and all the planet they are moving. We have to give the time to our thought, our feeling, our message from inside ourselves to do the psychology to get the answer that confirms what we were thinking in the beginning.
yeah,
Okay. If somebody asks you to do something that you don't want to do, simple say no. If they take personal or they get upset, it's not because you are selfish, it's because you don't feel to do. Not because yes, I can be even lazy, but I don't feel to do. Because I better to do something that I want to do with pleasure than to feel forced just because you can get upset. This is your problem, not mine. So this is many people. They says, "Oh, I ask a favor," and okay, you ask a favor. You don't ask. You don't give this person an order. Don't take personal, because this person unfortunately can't give this help or this insight, or maybe you needed the comfort at the time, but this person didn't understand. We getting upset, always, pointing the finger to others. And then people call, obviously, I'm a psychic as well. And they call them psychic because they want to know everything against the person. It's like, the person, why did this, why did that? And sometimes I try, obviously, we tactfully, because they're getting upset quickly, is to just look yourself Do you really need this help?
Yeah.
Is maybe that you don't need help and starting to be independent. Like Oksana says, start to trust yourself. Start to really go to the flow because the frequencies, we are in a very high frequencies and we are amplifying absolutely, I can say even 100 times. So you're going to have always the confirm about your feelings. That's something you manifest as well. Example, sometimes I manifest things that I see myself already there, happy because I didn't want to do that, and everything happened. And I see this because I trust my intuition. And honestly, guys, I'm a simple person that trusts her energy, her essence, her soul. I'm starting to use my tools that everybody has. That's it. I don't have no more and less than anybody else. It's because I'm using, okay? Instead to pay somebody to using for me. Instead to blame somebody because they're using in a wrong way for me, which are my tools. That's it. I completely agree with you, Oksana. These cards here are absolutely beautiful. I have here two cards, which is the basically the Hierophant and the High Priestess. And yes, basically is telling you that you guys have to create your own foundation. Okay, if you can see, to create your own project, your own life, be in charge with your home. Okay, so yes, this is what I can see. That I'm agree definitely because like the Wheel of Fortune is basically the card which symbolize this motion that can be very very fast. It thinks even the lazy people, which this is I mean I like this king because this is one of the basically lazy in the tarots. Even the laziest will come to be very fast because you see the horse, he doesn't want to move because he doesn't give the order to the horse to go for there. He stopped because he's waiting for other people to say, oh, you can come. No, guys, this is the energy that is moving, rotating, like we rotate the planets around the sun. So, yes. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, I totally agree. People need to grow within, trust their instincts. That's what we call them. I mean, really, trust in your spirit. Uh, but we've always used them terminologies, and a lot of our vocabulary as well is going to have to change. I mean, you know, we say this word "good morning." Why do we? What the hell are we mourning? We're not mourning anything.
It's true.
So yeah, so we've came up with this word called grand rising because you know it's a glorious day. The sun's rising, and it's a beautiful day, and we're waking up from our dreams and all the things that we do while we sleep that people don't realize yet. So once they start seeing all that, they're gonna understand a lot more than they do now. I think. Um, I know where we're headed, and I know the end result. All the stuff in between. Sometimes it gets a little cluttered, but we have to take care of ourselves to even help somebody, right? I mean, a mother can't help her child if she's incapable because she's, whatever, she's not taking care of herself. So people need to get that in their head. We have to take care of ourselves, and then, from what I see, the collective part is going to grow. Not too far in the future, it's going to grow. After we take care of ourselves, we're going to see how the collective works a little bit better. We'll have a clearer understanding of it. Fix yourself, do the things you need to do. And like Oksana said, really, it doesn't even do any good to judge, this person over here for doing this or that because that's part of their experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, people say, don't drink coffee. Well, if he or she wants to drink coffee, I drink coffee. It's up to me to quit when I want to quit. And nobody's going to tell me that I need to not drink coffee. They can say it all they want, but it's going to go in here and out here. Um, when I want to quit, I'm an adult. It's my body, my spirit. I'll quit when I want to. If I want to quit, if I don't, I'm going to keep on drinking it. I don't really care what somebody thinks. That's just the way it is. This is our vessel, our body, our spirit. We have to take control of ourselves. Do we want to do things to make ourselves, enlightened a little bit on the brighter side? Absolutely. Watch your diet. Obviously you would cut down or stop drinking coffee, etc. We're getting there. I really feel it. We're getting there.
Yeah, and it's also in your belief system, what you believe to. You can neutralize anything. I mean, I drink coffee too, but
Right.
so what? It doesn't affect me by any means.
Right.
You
Because you
know,
don't let it.
yeah. I mean, well, what's wrong was that? But it's also in your belief. There's no certain people always want to put themselves into a box. Here, to ascend, you need to do this, and that, and you're going straight to the fifth dimension. Nowhere else but fifth dimension. No, everything is a trap. If you think in that way, there's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 to do. There's your way to do everything, and your belief makes you grow, because you also grow in your belief and you understand, you decode this reality through the prism of your perception, through the prism of your belief system. And like I always explain, if you believe that this rock in your in your pocket that you picked up from a beach is going to bring you good luck and everything, it will bring you good luck, because you believe in it. You put your energy of belief. The same thing with epigenetics. If you believe in family genetics that at 60 you're going to get diabetes like everybody in your family did, of course you will get it. But I never believed I will get cancer like my mother did. And I passed so many years past her diagnosis. I'm totally fine. You know what I mean? It's all in your head.
Right.
A lot of things. Of course, some substances can make your physical body, put it in certain condition when you're going to be vulnerable for the entities to get attached to you, because
Mhm.
it puts your consciousness in mind.
I'll say it clear. Hey, listen to this. I'll state my case.
Frank,
Uncertain. I've lived a life that's full. The name of the song is "He Did It His Way." That I had to throw that in there. Sorry.
That's a nice, yeah. See,
I
yeah,
know.
a lot of songs. How about the um, Beatles? I remember John Lennon about what's the song name?
imagine.
Imagine, yeah. I mean, imagine the world without religion, without all this stuff.
Oh
And
God.
that's what, when I try, listen to somebody, or somebody communicates with me, all I look is like at the person's soul. Nothing else matters really. It's not about anything else. But do I feel comfortable and good with this person or not?
Yeah, for
It
sure.
doesn't matter what kind of offers I'm offered and is it the interesting project or not. For me, it's important to feel comfortable more than anything else.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
be true to yourself, That's how you are. That's the only way to
This
be.
is why when we talk about body memory and we do experience, we already did that. I'm agree with you. The people that not are awake, basically, they are repeating the same experience in the wrong way because the entities they want you don't to remember.
Hmm.
I mean, they want exactly this. This is why now they are making sure that we are super syruped. Okay, we just syrup, I can't see. You can see just two highs and then glue. So because you're going to remember nothing anymore, you don't remember absolutely nothing. Guys, understand that what that they're giving to you is to destroy your connection with spirit, soul, body, and mind. Please. I mean, people they can call you any names, conspiracy theories. They can call you dreamer, that you are a Facebook virologist, whatever you want. Trust your intuition, because now everything is amplified with the frequencies of the planet. This is what Oksana says. Trust your gut. Trust what you feel. If somebody say to you, jump from the bridge, you know that if you jump from the bridge, you break your bones and you consequently you die. Don't, because they are all the other ships. They are jumping. You're not a ship. You don't receive order for somebody that don't even talk with you directly. So trust yourself. Basically, this is why it's very important to see why people they are sad around you. Don't be judgmental, because they're having this experience, and unfortunately they're repeating the same experience because they are in the matrix. Get out from the matrix, starting with you, to say no. Stop, like a remote control. Stop here. Hold on. uh, I think I had already this experience here, so get out. Remembering, really remembering, use the meditation, trust your feelings. I mean, a person is not necessarily that I dislike, oh, I don't like him. You don't like in this particularly situation because it's giving you a message, because it's
Yeah.
giving you the clue for a memory that happened to you. That this is why, because something happened to me. He's giving me a piece of jigsaw. What we know we don't like him, but you don't basically don't go to, okay, you can't analyze absolutely everything because you need but if you're super fast, you can quickly say, there is something. I will go later to think about it.
Yeah, it's true. And your
We
words
have a
were
database here. Use it.
exactly. Yeah. And the same thing people don't understand. I got this message from one person after, uh, I think it was like a month or two after session, that we were looking at different timelines, right? And he's looking for somebody he wants to meet and be friends with. And so he calls that person a female that would be like he's looking for a soulmate, right? And he writes to me, but by the way, I didn't need a soulmate. You told me I will. Here's my explanation to this. When I looked at different timelines, I really look at more probable timeline at the moment of the session. At the moment of your session, you're all cleansed. You are clean. From that high vibrational perspective,
Mhm.
you resonate with that soulmate because there are multiple soulmates around you who would resonate with you at this high frequency level, and also if that person doesn't keep his mind clean, mental body as thoughts, emotional body emotions clean, and would go back to the old kind of pattern of thinking, negatively, he would just lower his vibration. And this timeline I just told him about is not going to be reachable for him anymore. Of course, he's not going to meet, or even worse, he can get some entity overnight, and they would lower him even more down, and of course the timeline is going to switch. There's endless amount of timelines. I read the most probable one based on your frequency right now as you are. Just keep at this level, because I'm not in the same thing with fortune tellers. But she told me this and this one told me that, and who's correct, who's a good one? Well, nobody's a good one. They just read the most probable timelines at the time you came to them. And if she would tell you that you're gonna have only like as a child a boy, and she tells you you're gonna have two girls, which one do you pick? If you believe you're gonna have two children, you'll have two children. If you believe you're gonna have only one, you'll make it only one. I was told when I was 16, my grandma was told, very like strong psychic in Ukraine, said your granddaughter is going to be over the seas, you're not going to see her, she's going to be far away over the ocean, and she'll have a boy and a girl. And I did have a boy and a girl, but then Oksana made it another boy and a girl. And she was correct about living far away from my grandma, but I decided I wanted more kids, because I felt there was more souls who want to come through me as a mother. So I changed it because there were other timelines to do that also. You know what I mean? How it works? It's what you believe for yourself to be true. You make it true because you truly do manifest everything. Just look back, like Steve Jobs said. Look back, connect the dots, looking backwards. Like everything you were afraid of, it happened in your life, didn't it? You
Yeah.
know?
Really.
Everything you just said that you rejected so much, didn't want to deal with it, you had to deal with it. That's how it works.
Yeah.
It's
So,
like we are the our architects of our life. You can create, more shape, roof, more rounds. You can do anything. You are your own wizard, basically, and put some ingredients, new ingredients, and I mean, sometimes I perceive some bad experiences. It was necessary for us. Okay, obviously, they're not pleasant. Obviously, but still, I know for sure some souls they didn't need big changes in their bad experience because they needed in order to to progress and to regress wherever they want, but they needed exactly, you know,
oh yeah, for sure,
experience.
because they can learn from the experience, and that's what we are. It's good to have experiences. I don't know why people are so afraid to make a move, because
Mhm.
you actually need to move physically to get to some point that you want. I mean, even if you fail a few times before you reach it, you will reach it, I promise you, as long as you move towards that direction.
That's a good point. Yeah. And that song "I Did It My Way" is Trump's one of Trump's favorite songs. "I Did It My Way."
Right. Yeah.
This is the card, you see. This is the traveler abroad, but I mean, this is symbolic, and this is the karma card, yeah, that they meet. This is the souls that they meet in every different, reality lines, and or temporal or dimensions. And this is the traveler basically, because you travel. Okay, this is here in this planet. I talking about time and universes. This is what we are. And there's experience in the earth. Sometimes I think, oh, it's bad, it's too difficult. As long that I don't have too much experience and I am stuck in this planet, and every day I'm learning because maybe 1 year ago I was completely. I disagree that this was a place. I mean, I know we can be we are even victims. We are kidnapped by other entities because we are food. We are energy food for them. But as long I am aware that I have a body because I wanted eat, drink, doing things that probably in another space we can't basically in the fifth dimension or sixth dimension we apparently we can't, but because we are beyond. But people in the 3D they come back because they want this experience because they like, even if it's, oh wow, a big tough experience. And what I say is, as long that I'm not stuck here and I'm trying to have other experience, it's fine. But yes, I won't have I won't have feel that I have the chance to say yes, I can have experience maybe in about the future, or come back in about 200 years ago, or go to the moon and to be just a stone. But I won't have the right, like here in my experience, to decide about my life, my experience.
Right.
Which is this the biggest mark question for many people, you
Yeah.
know?
It's interesting. I forgot I wanted to mention that I feel like all the people who are really sure of the end result of all the situation, we actually definitely came from the future. If that's the simple term to explain, it's more complex than this. But we've pre-programmed via our energies the end result because we needed a force to make sure the comet would go to the end. So we're like the leading force of the comet. The other people are in the tail, they're just kind of following. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's what I feel. That's my kind of metaphor.
that's a good analogy.
Um, one of your followers, which now I have friend, thanks to Oksana because she introduced me. She sent me a beautiful picture. I love this picture. I would like to show you guys, and thank you, Kathy. And maybe I have to take off my background to. Oh,
Uh,
yes, just a second, because I'm in my bedroom and it's a bit messy today. Let's see, change background. Okay.
It's hard to see.
yeah, it's like a white to a closer.
Oh,
Yeah,
ooh,
like this. Something. Yeah, it's like an interesting. What is this?
yeah.
It's like a being.
Water inside of the Mother Earth. You said just a second. I take off because I think I have a double screen here.
Oh,
Um. Oh no, sorry. Oops. Technology.
that's
What
inside
I
of
do
them.
next time, I will put as a background.
Okay.
You can use it as a thumbnail also. You can send it to us and we can put it
Yeah,
as.
in the thumbnails. Yeah, actually, yes, I can try to.
I could probably share that
It's
thing.
beautiful, beautiful because this is,
Sure I can.
to be honest, remind me what we're talking about the water. The water when it goes down in the Mother Earth, and because we are water, we are memories. I
Right.
really like this picture. Really, really like this picture. Amazing. I try to send to Skype, so maybe you can show us, David. I don't know if you are more technological than me.
Well, I think that depends on the day, but
Someday. Yeah, actually, to add to this, yeah, most.
Okay, I think it's there.
oh,
Oh, it's
wow.
cool. It's like
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
going into.
that was beautiful.
Huh?
When you
Thank
sent that, I seen it.
You did. She did send it in our chat, so yeah, we can put it as a thumbnail.
Uh, you know how to do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it's
I
easy.
can.
Mm. I
Okay.
figured that one out was my abilities in non-resonance with anything technology. I figured that one out, so it means that it will be very easy for you.
Huh.
Yeah, I think I need to add one in pictures. Let me see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kathy. And, yeah, all the people who come to me for sessions, they always say that thanks to Dave, I know you. I wouldn't have known you, and if it's
Huh.
not for Dave, um,
Wow.
just really thankful for doing all this, what you do. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty glorious. Yeah. Well, I mean, I mean, I only had like, I don't know, a couple hundred followers for a while. And I think my first video was like 7 minutes long or something like that. It was real short. Uh, and I just kind of, I don't know, I just kept going from there. I mean, most people don't know. I'm going to have a news station before this is over with, and we're going to have real news, not hide things.
Right. That's nice. Well, that kind of proves the point that one person can do so much difference and can connect so many people. Like, if we really looked back and put the whole picture together, how many people we all put in touch, and how you were like a catalyst of the whole creation that unfolded around you. And that's
Right.
what one person can do. That's our power.
Well, yeah, and that's why we always tell everybody we are creators, and I think most people get that, but some don't
think
get
I
it, and
think I get now.
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
We,
it's a
we
background of, yeah, that's nice.
oh
Well, I
yeah,
know how to do that quickly. If he's a human
awesome.
tech,
You can see now.
it's
Or
nice. It's like cleansing of water, cleansing everything, including those ruins of Roman, whatever that is, that they use for their own dark purposes. But now we're going to be using everything for our right and positive creations. Nice. That's why a lot of people want to be nearby water or in nature because that's the thing. We have to learn how to be independent. Not only independent based on our intuition, but also independent. We need clean water and food, and we'll reduce the amount of food with time, of course, because in high frequencies and in warm climates, you don't need to eat as much. It's going to be a natural process. That's how I see it, and we'll just we'll have enough of everything. There's not going to be any competition, any of this that with the systems we use, we're not going to use it anymore, so everything will be clean. They're not going to be able to touch our water and add additives that they add, or food, even that organic, just like a big question on it, that too.
Yeah,
So
right.
we're going to
Yeah,
our own world, and that's the new earth what they've been talking about forever. You can call it fifth dimension. I call it like all the dimensions and the new place to be, and we're actually creating it by ourselves. And that's why protests, that's why all this revolution happening, it comes from the spirit. It's like you wake up this strong spirit in you. Hey, you know what? I'm going to stand up for my rights now. You're not going to
yeah.
do this to me.
I'm gonna
Um,
get up off the couch and stop being lazy, and I'm gonna do something.
right,
That's what it takes.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Because when you are taking everything away from you, all your rights, you don't fear anything, do you? I mean, you just go and say what you say to protect your. I mean, looking at kids, I mean, they're the most wonderful creation you can ever have in your life, and and they are the future generation. We have to change the school system for them, and we have to do it by ourselves, not waiting for somebody, because nobody's going to do it for us. All those in charge of everything, they're just reptilians running around, you know.
Yeah.
And they are really desperate to
Oh,
lose the basically the power, like the Game of Thrones reminds me. All these entities fighting for the throne, and then in the end, nobody
yeah.
won because we have to be a team. We have to be all together. We have to create a new way to admin in this world where nobody has necessarily to be the big boss and they follow them because people, why they follow one leader is because they're not confident. They think they are not capable.
Yeah, yeah. And when they go
Sheep,
to
they follow the shepherd.
thing, they're
Yeah.
not confident. They don't know what they're doing. They're like babies. They need to be held and taught and told, and but that's a whole program. It's put into your physical body big time. It's like your physical body is a hard disk, and there is software programs that you need to listen to authority. You better listen to your father or mother. You better listen to your teacher. No, but you actually know better because you came to this world with new software programs of
Exactly.
higher frequency that your father and mother came. So for me, my children are my teachers simply because they know better, they're wiser, they see through all this.
All the
And
bullshit. Yeah.
right, yeah, yeah, and
Well,
so
that's because you don't say no, no, no. That's not true. That's not real. You go with the flow and let them be themselves, right?
right, yeah, yeah, take responsibility. I mean, they know they make their own decisions.
Right.
But
And
that's
there's consequences for the wrong ones, I guess, right? I mean,
right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like my 10-year-old says, like, but I'm a jungle boy. He never even thinks that somebody can criticize him for long hair or anything else. Or, some people think he's a girl because he has big blue eyes and
really?
features. But he's like, but I'm a jungle. I belong. I'm gonna be helping animals.
You're
That's
so
what.
handsome, your son. So cute. And to be honest, who says that if you have long hair or short hair, they must have a
Exactly.
if a kid like long hair, what is the problem?
I can explain this to you. So back in the day, Native Americans had long hair, which helped them ground to the earth, which helped them scout and helped them hunt animals and help them survive for their tribes. Well,
Mm.
that's when they started making it to criticize men for having long hair. And it all ties together because it's a control issue.
Yeah.
Makes
Yes.
Because in the
sense.
Middle Age, everybody had long hair, man and woman. Without
It helps you it helps you ground to the earth with long hair.
Amazing information because it totally fits in. Because he says he wants to live in nature, be outside all the time,
Yep.
and the shelter for animals with my older daughter. And
Mhm.
that's what all they want to do, deal with animals in nature.
Yeah, why did they cut the Indians' hair off? Boom.
Wow,
Hmm.
thank you for the information. Yeah, good thing I know I mentioned, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, I'm still pissed off about the way they treated the Indians. I mean, they it was horrible, you know.
Yeah.
Not no more though. Yeah.
Because now, I mean, a lot of kids are, not in school, and it makes a huge difference. My kids just play pretend all the time. Was they have this little mice, stuffed mice, and there's a father and mother and 3 kids, and they play that all the time.
Wow.
10 and 6.
Wow.
My 11-year-old is not thinking like other 11-year-olds think because they mature too fast. They become adults too fast. But
Yeah.
it's gonna go back to normal.
You are allowed them to be kids, Oksana,
Right.
Mm,
not to be little robots.
yeah.
You're just to allow them to enjoy child time, the magic. This is why your kids they connect that openly. That's nice.
Thanks.
I just seen
They're
that thing pop
different.
up. I didn't know what the hell it was.
Oh yeah, it's React and you click on the heart. Just stop
I
it.
know now.
But it was time. See, there's
Yeah,
no
we can put even some sparkling as well. We are
confusion.
in a Christmas time, where that is another program. I mean, for me, Christmas is obviously to be together, friends, family, whatever. It's like it's not connected with religiously, even if it comes from obviously.
Yeah, you make it what
But
you
for
want
me, it's
to.
more a day that I can see. Obviously, I can see my family. We are distant because they are living in Italy, in Sardinia, and we just say hello to them. My mom wasn't well. We had a very tough week, and me and my sister will live here in England. And unfortunately, because of the restriction in Italy, it's really difficult to live now. If you're not syroped, it's almost impossible to go there. You can't take any transports, nothing. It's a big discrimination. But what I just wish is that my families have a very good day, even if I'm, away. And this is for me, Christmas, family, and be connected with the not only in Christmas, not only with birthdays, always every heartbeat reminds you that you are in this planet and you are connecting like a drum, yeah, that will make a sound, the vibration. Your heartbeat is already music. You can connect with the people that you want to connect,
Yeah,
the souls
Yeah.
that resonate with you.
yeah. That everything's gonna go down soon. I just know it. They cannot continue this way. They
Yeah.
make it seem on TV that everybody's with them, but everybody's against them. I mean, with the other people, they're not people. People always think if it's an image of a person, it's a person. No.
Yeah, try a green
It's,
screen or something. Yes,
how many
AI.
people AI walking around you? Those are the ones trying to push you. Come on, we need to harvest your soul, you need to agree to this.
Yeah, if they think their governor's talking, boy, they're gonna they're
Oh,
gonna
yeah, the
they're gonna
main,
have a ball drop on their head.
Yeah, it's so pathetic. I mean,
Mm.
it's so. I think these people, they're even tired, because now they are,
See,
basically in Italy, they create a song. These three, they apparently they're virologists, but they are always in TV. I don't think they go into work. I mean, they are just there, and they create a song. I need to send you, Oksana. Is the most ridiculous, and honestly,
I love
we
this.
we really cross even this line of come on. Oh, you have to take the job because you can't kiss your grandpa. It was like, no, 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 can't believe it's real. It's happening. Oh no, people,
You have to
these
wear
people is
this
insane.
as your loved one or whatever, if you're dating
Oh,
somebody. There was like the whole
honestly,
last winter, right? The rules, how to do it a certain way only.
just trash. I saw so many trash later on, but this was the number one, the top 10, of the trash of the trash. It's the
Yeah.
song of the job.
mm,
And
Or this,
everybody happy.
right?
Oh,
Mr.
I,
T, right? That song about the Sleepy Joe. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Sleepy Joe. So it's like it cracks me up. I mean, people. Well, look at the imagination people have. I mean, it takes a lot of creativity to create the songs, right? These videos. I mean, we just it means that person who created it, he has a soul, Yeah, because it's very warm and powerful, and it actually makes you smile and raise your vibration. We have wonderful people around.
I got I got a serious question when you ladies are ready.
Okay.
We're gonna
super.
start with Oksana, and then I wonder if you shouldn't do the pendulum on this question because there's 50 governors. How many do you see are the real ones, like talking on TV?
Real governors. I got the number. Just give me a second because I've got the chart with the
Okay.
number. Oops.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We want to know how many of the real ones are left that actually talk on TV out of 50.
I got like 13, and then that 13 is like on the cliff, and it's gonna fall and gonna be 12. So
Yeah.
let's see what Efisia gets. I don't know, I got this number right away, so.
Okay.
And they will be good to before. I
So
see that the three was going to the one, two, three, one, two, and then it stopped in four. So there will be only,
Wow.
yeah.
they only gonna be only 4 left. It also depends because sometimes they use doubles, sometimes they use clones. It depends.
Yeah.
Really, it's kind of like Mr. T. He says, well, people don't pay attention. He told me, don't pay attention to what I say because a lot of times it's a clone with the program, so he answers the question a certain way.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's not really me. I mean, most of the time, he's just safe and safe place, right?
But
Yeah.
remember, in these four, they have a lot of clones.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Mm,
the rest, they are all basically, like a copy of a copy of a copy
exactly. Yeah.
because they are already doing other stuff. They're
Well,
using them. I feel that even that some governors they are uh, clone obviously, but they are even in other department as well doing something.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
only, yeah,
Few places at
in the, yeah, can
the
be a celebrity, can be a footballer that can says please, please inject that because yeah we can be strong. I heard in the all the people that they do sport, many people they're starting to have an heart attack and they be sick. Obviously, no any
But this
link,
natural.
you know, with and in the beginning they use these people because it's basically governors. Obviously, they have the direct contact
Mm,
with the world globally at the same time.
yeah.
Celebrities has to sell the product. Is the telemarketer, okay, that calls you and yeah, you
Right.
agree.
Do you want to go ahead and do your dream since we're getting down on time? Do you want to talk about that, Efisia?
Oh yeah, yes, I had a very bizarre dream. First, because my mom, she lives basically, we are living close to the sea back in Sardinia. It's a beautiful place, and but we have a reader, we have a river. It is basically Roman bridge that pass very like a picture, and then you can see the sea from
Yeah.
home. Because we are in a hill. Everything started. I saw a group of people face each other, like the Middle Age when they're fighting, and kids was laughing like it was a game, but everybody had a knife.
Mm.
And the game was that they have to vow then. They did, like I said, we don't want to kill, but there is the risk that somebody can be killed. I was like in shock. And my son next to me says, "Oh, mom, I want to go too close to see. This is a very crazy game." I says, "No, you stay here. This is not the game that I want you to do." And everybody had all these, you know, wounds in the body, bleeding, and they was completely, and they was laughing like crazy,
Yeah.
stabbing each other, Was
Energy is crazy that way, see?
yes, and this was, oh my God, look at that. They don't even know how to play anymore. They find the pleasure. They find pleasure to, they're using now the violence as a game,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
like Squid
Everywhere.
Game or whatever. But that was so realistic. I was like, "Ooh." Then I saw myself in the hospital because I supposed to be checked for an infection, which I feel that's something that I absorbed later on, probably negative, vibrations. And I not to understand why. I have something to learn, and I think I will going to sort it out. I'm very optimistic. But by the way, I wanted obviously the opinion of a scientific person, and they keep me waiting, waiting, waiting inside of this strange hospital with a different, like a maze inside, yeah. And then
Mm.
I realized myself that I was sleeping in a little bed, and I
Mm.
says, "Why I'm sleeping here?" Then I want to check where is my, doctor. Where is the doctor? And she doesn't want to talk with me. She didn't want to talk with me. No, I don't speak with you.
Super
Why?
inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was ready to, I was very strong. And then she disappeared, and there was another guy. I says, but what is the guy that supposed to see? Then I find out a big other room, and all these doctors had a scream with the, like, the news,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
news of the world. Every single doctor with their uniform, white uniform, they was quickly, quickly, quickly doing this and connecting with each other. Like, the telemarketers, that the people, they do trading with money. They was quickly, quick. I says, I caught you. And I said, this guy, excuse me, why you don't do the doctor instead to be a telemarketer? I mean, they was looking at me, says, what she's doing here? What she's doing here? And then they push me, push me, push me. And I say, too late.
You everywhere. Like you
And
appear
then I
everywhere.
went, yes, it was crazy. Then I saw a girl for some reason from the past, fat, sad. And she told me, you know what, Efisia, I prefer to come back here in this place where they give me the antidepressant. I getting fat, but I don't want to live outside because it's too difficult. Says, and you are here.
Oh,
Yeah, but I feel safe. And I realize she was the example of many, many, many millions of souls. They feel safe to be experimented, used as a caviar,
Right.
as a guinea pig, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw outside this hospital, this big, big door, and she was basically sculpting with the wood. Yeah, she created this big fish outside. It sounded good. That I genuinely said, I really like that the fish, which is live, is where we come from. We are fish, in the beginning. And then somebody else, because when in the dream sometimes you change. I felt like I jumped from another line, and then I come back, and somebody else was sculpting like a very demoniac, and was burning all the roots of this sculpture and transforming something really bad to be attached to the door. I says, you know what, this is an entity that is really angry with me because I was allowed to explore inside of this base, this
So,
program, this software. So I was able to, was obviously, I was aware I was in something that was uncomfortable for me, but I was feel really strong, and I knew it. These people, they don't want to touch me because they can't touch me because I not agree. I went only for opinion, not to be touched. My body is sacred. But anyway, I basically, it's like I make angry a big entity. So in fact, I had you know, some news this morning, and I feel the sensations okay, but that doesn't stop me to say what I. This is what people slag me off in the back, basically, and say, look at her, she's just, and says it doesn't matter if you think I'm crazy, if you think I'm delusional, doesn't matter. This is me. If you like it, if you don't like it, you know, doesn't matter for me. It's your problem, not mine. And this is what I am with friends or supposed friends or with members of family. They have to accept me the way I am. I don't change myself for you or for anybody else. This is why we are here today. So this dream, talking with you guys, is telling me definitely that we are. There are a lot of hospitals like that. They are changing the DNA for sure. They are basically sending all these informations around the world to create like DNA. It's like they are. I feel like they have a list of DNA that they are quite similar with each other, in order they can, because they put the fear on them. People, they are scared. People are depressed. So I'm really started to think, even with the new pharmacology, any other medicament, we have to really to be careful what, even a paracetamol. Be careful, guys.
yeah, it's all about changing your DNA. It's all about mutation.
Mhm.
Because they also kind of take your data, right? They watch you, especially when you have implants and all that. That's why they put everything careful in database, and that's why even the Akashic records. It's not only that your lives are recorded there, but everything beyond that also.
This is why people getting crazy and mad, getting quickly angry. If you
Right.
talk about something, you can see they reacted like you are, oh, easy, tiger.
Because
So
there's
they can't control
orders of
themselves.
activity. It sweeps everything like I see it. Because if you let yourself go onto this path, you feel it. You're getting more and more negative. Who are
Yeah.
you?
People fighting in the small beach, the one I was watching, it was
Huh.
crazy. And this I was watching, look at that. People getting crazy. And we're going to see, unfortunately, lot situation of people blow up in their families. There are lots. I starting to even avoiding bad news as well because they are too much. I notice many, many children, babies, they are doing something that are not, even the animals, they have more respect for the, children. So it's disturbing because you're disconnecting again body, mind, soul, and spirit. Because spirit and soul is like a coin, yeah. Spirit, soul is a like a coin, yeah. This is why are very connected, spirit and soul. And we disconnect this, through for, let's say, a sense that is split we have, they are in control. So we
Yeah.
need all in a balance. What do you think, Oksana?
Yeah, sure. I see it from a very, very beginning how it all started. Like I said, we're all creators of this game. It just got hijacked, and we're saving. We're basically gonna save all the souls, who are real, who are true. And so just don't pay attention at all this. People focus on the negative. Oh, look at what's going to happen to those. But those are usually artificial cells or semi-artificial. They have very low percentage. So they're split up multiple. There's so much technology involved in this. People don't realize. They think they're real
Yeah.
people. We're losing real souls. We're not going to lose real souls, okay, in the process of the soul. It's gonna be because we are just amazing creators. You don't understand the broad perspective from this very high, like only looking down and what we're literally programming the reality, but programming with our imagination and our thoughts. It's different from AI. It's all gonna be fine. So
I'm
I
glad you explained that. Yeah.
to end with this, yeah, don't focus on, always remember, this people that you see are not real people. They don't have souls. Most of them don't.
And what about these, people that do these experiments? They try to spike in the syrup these, softwares with their fear connected with your, you know. I mean, I think they are so they have this evolution that they know, okay, because they have the database of every person. I mean, even when you are in Facebook or wherever, your bank, now everything's digital, they know everything about you. If even you are afraid of the spiders, if you are afraid of the spiders, they make sure that you're going to see all the time spiders. If you are afraid of the height, you always going to feel that you are falling. You wake up, oh my God, I was so, and this is what it produce, and that is working. Obviously, I mean, some soul, they wake up about this because they're very good at trying to attack the real soul because they want is the real soul. This is what they are studying. This is what they are creating different bases, new hospitals, because they are still experimenting how they can basically corrupt a real soul.
Yeah.
And
We need to wrap this thing up. That's for sure. It's 10:17.
right, yeah, I need to get
Oh, time flows.
I know.
we covered the topics. Thanks today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I wanted to say before we leave, I wish you a fantastic 25th day with your family. To everybody that follow us, enjoy and have a nice day. Just relax, try to smile, talk about, enjoy the present, enjoy these magic moments with your beloved ones, and that's it. And carry on with all what we do. It's a break. Everybody have the same break in around the world, hopefully. And obviously, a really big so for the people, unfortunately, they don't have information. They are left to the borders of the society. The you know the real souls that people call tramps, closhards, or living in the streets because they choose this because they wanted to see, and this is their experience in this in the cold. So everybody.
yeah, yeah, beautiful, easy. Yeah, everybody enjoying. Most people don't watch the news anyway, so just listen to the beautiful songs and enjoy.
Yeah,
Focus
but,
on music. That's all you can
I,
do.
I created my playlist. Fleetwood Mac, and then nice bands from the. I'm a big fan of the 90s, 80s. I like
Elvis
some songs
Presley.
of now. Yeah, so I really like a pure music rock band. I have everything from Janis Joplin, Doors, Jimi Hendrix with the major guitar. So got a fantastic playlist. So yeah,
Nice.
even sometimes Dolly Parton, you
I want
song Dolly.
I want to tell everybody too, to have a good Christmas and everything. I'll be honest with you, and not very far in the future, every day is going to be Christmas to us. I really feel that it's coming.
Fantastic. That's what we want to listen. Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
All right, y'all have a great day.
You
Bye
too.
bye. Ciao a tutti.
Ciao.